Hi, my name is Alex Carter, and this is my persuasive speech for Mrs. Jackson's online speech class for Navarro College. My grandma is the one recording and holding the camera, and she's the one viewing the speech. She'll say hi right now.
Hello.
So let's start. Smoking. What does it help? Nothing. Nothing at all. It does nothing but provide hurt and danger, but still people are throwing away their hard-earned dollars in order to have a couple of cigarettes a day. And some people are even throwing away more than that. Growing up, half of my immediate family were smokers. My mom is a smoker, and she was since I was born. My grandpa quit when I was young, but my grandma is still puffing along. Now, I only mention this to show that we all have ties to cigarettes in one way or another. So I hope you all will benefit from my speech. I want my audience to understand the risk of smoking and to either persuade a smoker to never pick up a cigarette again, or if they are smokers, to start the process of quitting. Now, around 5.5 million deaths a year are caused by tobacco, according to inforesearchlab.com. The death count is supposed to raise to 6.5 million in the year 2015, and then furtherly increase to 8.3 million in 2030, if tobacco trends stay the same as they are today. But speaking of trends, it is against the law for tobacco companies to advertise on television, but do you think that stops them from other departments? Now, here's a popular doll that my grandma just happened to have, if you can see the cigarette in her hand. Now, I say, why must a typical old lady be holding a cigarette and be a smoker? But in reality, this is not far from the truth. Every 6.5 seconds, a current or former smoker dies, according to the World Health Organization. In my opinion, these facts are nonsense. Not in the case that they are not true, but nonsense because of how true they actually are. Death is not the only result in smoking. There are also many diseases and illnesses to be had. Cancer tops the list of diseases you can inherit by smoking. As you can see at this graph, cdc.gov, lung cancer is the yellow. It shows how much out of all the deaths are caused by tobacco products. Now, cigarette smoking accounts for about 1/3 of all cancers, including 90% of the lung cancers according to drugabuse.gov. But cancer is not the one and only smoking. The one and only smoking could also lead to chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and not only does it reduce one's health, it also increases the risk of heart disease, including strokes, heart attacks, vascular diseases, and aneurysms, also from drugabuse.gov. Now, I got this cigarette carton from my mom, and I first got it to show in the speech because I've always heard that it's supposed to list all the drug facts on the side, but I looked at every side of this box, and the most I got from it was cigarette smoke contains carbon monoxide. So I don't know if I was given the wrong information, but I don't think that's right. It should list everything on there, and that's the only thing that it's saying is that cigarette smoke contains carbon monoxide. But speaking of my mom, one day when we were driving up and we stopped at a gas station, she went to go buy cigarettes. I went with her, and as she ordered the carton of cigarettes and the cashier put it down, she noticed that she didn't have her card, so she ran back to her car to get it. I said, "Don't worry, Mom, I'm 18, I'll just get it." And the cashier said some ridiculous price, like over $50. I was like, what? So I can't believe how much these cigarettes actually cost people. Now, whenever I go to work, after 2 hours, we all get breaks. And I'll see, right at the 2 hour mark, I'll see people marching out to go smoke their hard-earned money away. They don't even eat on their break, they don't get drinks or anything. They wait for that 2 hour mark to come by, for they can just run outside and smoke their cigarettes. Now, I feel that I work too hard to give my money to some businessman just trying to make an extra buck. And that businessman doesn't care who he steps on or who he hurts in the process. Now, my speech was very informative with facts and stats, but that wasn't its purpose. Well, it wasn't its only purpose. We have to do something, not later or tomorrow, but we need to do something now. Thank you.